Well, hey there, guys. Welcome back to the world of Pixelmon, and I have another beta build for you guys. And I'm on a server.
Yeah.
Yes! This is Jarrett, one of the other developers for the mod. He has been coding most of the GUI stuff with Mr. M, and we have a lot to show you guys. So, let's get started. So, I don't have much in my inventory, so I'm going to just go into creative, and bam! There is a lot of new stuff here to show you. Alright, so let's just go into... Well, just right-click any of the Pokemon, and you'll get a summary screen, a move screen, and a stat screen. Going to summary, you can see your level, the national Pokedex number, the name, which you can right-click on the name and rename your Pokemon. So let's just name this Fartbutt, and rename. Status, so if your Pokemon is paralyzed, burned, frozen, going to stats, you can see the current stats. Nature, which is coming soon, promised. Original trainer, and happiness, which right now is default at 0. It should be 70. That's another thing we have to fix. You can see your moves, and the texture right now is messed up. Remember, this is a beta build, so please keep in mind there will be bugs in
Yeah,
this
my
preview.
texture isn't messed up. I fixed mine
Yeah,
though.
well, because you fixed it. I didn't
Yeah.
have to fix. But it'll show your description, the power, accuracy, and there's a little button next to the level where you can actually disable leveling. So let's say you're on a server and you are a gym leader and you want to keep your Pokemon at a certain level. So yeah, that's that's a big amount right there. And you get the same screen if you go into survival. So let me just switch over and it's right there.
I also
So
saw that this version doesn't have my fix for the leveling, because even if you try to disable it, it'll just keep asking you to disable it. That's
really,
weird.
it worked for me first time.
Hmm. Odd. Oh no, might just be.
Oh, and if I mouse over my Vaporeon now, it says fart butt, and in my GUI to the left, it says fart butt, and if I throw it out, it says fart butt.
I fart butt.
Oh, and Vaporeon actually got a new HD texture, so looks really nice now.
Did he get a new model or is this texture?
No, it's just a texture.
Hmm.
You can see a couple new Pokemon in my inventory too. I got a shiny Alakazam, which I'll throw down over here, and he's nice and pink.
I got a cadaver right there for you.
Got a Kadabras. Got Rapidash, which I love this model so much.
My cadaver's pushing him away. He's like, I don't want you. I want the spotlight.
Then we got Poliwag, little tiny thing.
Got my sword.
It's my sword now. And there are, I believe the last count was 15 new Pokemon or 16. I'll have to
Yeah.
count and get the official number. So, another thing we added specifically for servers, and this is not a done feature, but if I look behind me, 32 badges. Most of these, actually, I believe all of these are based off the game, so you will probably recognize a good amount of these. There's the Boulder badge, the Cascade badge, the Rain badge, the Rainbow badge, the Plain badge, Zypher badge, Volcano badge, etc., etc. There are a ton here, so even if you have a large server with a lot of gyms, you should be able to use, well, you should be able to have a badge for every single gym without wearing.
And we also might have them in an achievement system. We don't know how we're actually going to implement them for like survival and such, if they
Yep,
ever will be. But
those will be included in towns which are being worked on. You were working on them, I believe.
yeah, I was, and I hate coding the towns. It's like, yeah,
It's difficult, which is why it's been constantly being worked on, but in the background.
yeah. I've been focused on GUIs more, which
Yep.
because I coded the Pokédex checker. But yeah, the Poké checker has been removed, by the way. I should also say
Oh
that.
yeah, the actual item. Good point. The actual item for the Pokechecker is no longer there. You get everything into your inventory, so you no longer have to craft it.
And you should probably. I'm gonna tell you this: if you put an item in your hand, and then if you look into the Poké checker, I don't know why only the one screen has. That's weird. Doesn't have the Poké checker title on it, but the text is actually the correct color when you have an item in your hand, but when you don't, for some reason it's like darkened out. That's
Yeah, I saw that earlier. That will be another thing fixed soon.
if it can be.
I'm sure it will be. We're pretty good about that stuff.
All right.
Let's see what else. Oh, here's a good thing. Leveling up. Now, to get the rare candies and our new items, you see these 1 and 2 tabs on top. Just switching over, and we have an entire tab system now for our items. So everything that is ours except for the blocks, so the PC, healer, the anvil, and
They're in decoration.
hammers. The hammers and the Pokédex are still tools. So that stuff hasn't been moved, but the rest of it has its own tabs now. So Pokeballs is just filled with its own. No longer do you have to go over the materials, and it's much cleaner this way. You can thank Jarrett for that one. I believe he did most of it.
Oh yeah, that was actually that was the only. Well, I was the one who made the tabs, and then I saw that somebody else went ahead and made them meter
Ah, okay.
after. I think Mr. M probably did it.
Yeah, not wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
He's sneaky about that.
and something you should probably show is if we go into held items here, we
Uh,
can take like a lucky egg or something and actually drag it into that little
yeah, the chest icon right next to the Pokemon. So just
exactly.
take a lucky egg, and you see it highlight over the space you want. I'll just drop it right there, and now I can just take it back out, put it back in, and it'll show a little icon over Vaporeon on the side. So, or if I put an XP share over Rapidash, or a Lepaberry over Poliwag. So it's just one way. Oops, threw up my Lepaberry. One way of doing held items that we found was really nice. It's just really clean. Another little thing you see below that, below all that, is the Pokemon money symbol. That is going to be in towns, and there will be a currency. Uh, like I said, towns are being worked on, so we just disabled that currently, but it will be back soon.
And I forget what I was gonna say. Oh, yeah, I heard something about like a little kit for like the towns to where you can not just
Hmm.
for the towns but like for map makers
Dev
and
kit for
such.
map makers. Yep, you're exactly right. We have an entire list on our forums for things we have to do for map makers. So you can set, let's say, how trainers spawn, which trainers spawn, what Pokemon they have, what level they are, gyms. You could set for gym leaders spawning in your built gyms, nurse joys at Pokemon centers, etc., etc. And probably we're going to set locations where Pokemon can spawn. So you can set like Route 1 to have only Sparrows or Pidgeys or Rattatas, etc.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good thing to use with like the game rule command
Yep.
and like do Pokemon spawn. I wonder if mom spawning does count as Pokemon. I don't know. Probably.
Actually, Pokemon are now separated from the regular Minecraft mobs.
Hmm,
So
that's cool.
that happened, I believe, in 1.7 after we put every entity off into a separate loader.
Hmm.
See another new Pokemon over there, Slowpoke.
I gotta start
There's
poke.
there is just a ton.
Oh yeah, so we should start. Well, I captured a spirit with a regular Pokeball. um, should we show off the level up stuff?
Yeah, but you remind me with that Pokeball. The capture code was actually changed recently. We realized there was a couple bugs with it after receiving a lot of reports that it was more difficult to capture basic Pokemon than it should have been. After going back, we realized there was mistakes, so hopefully it should be more realistic. To give it a good example, on the Bulbapedia, it said for a Pidgey at full health, you have a 33% capture rate, so that 3 Pokeballs or 1 out of 3 Pidgeys you'll catch with a single Pokeball. And testing this myself, it caught on the Pokeball. So hopefully this should be much better for you guys. Hopefully you won't have to waste Ultra Balls on a sleeping Pidgey anymore.
Well, yep, I just captured a Pidgey with one try with full health.
Yep. So it's got that randomness still mixed in. Of course, if you damage it, it'll be easier to catch. So just hope you guys find that much better than what it was. Um, so yeah, leveling. So if I go to restoration, there are rare candies in there, and I will just throw out my Sparrow because actually I'm going to rename him because he's now Sergeant Sparrow. He's my Sergeant Sparrow because gives you the death stare when he's looking at you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw that, and you also sent me a picture of that. And I was like, eh.
Sergeant Spiro, rename.
My my slowpoke here, his name's Dirtpig.
All right, Sparrow. You get rare candies. So you see the stat screen come up whenever they level up. It'll tell you what stat levels up how amount and what the new total is. And then if I keep going to learn a new move, when he gets 4 moves, you'll see that I get a whole new screen. It shows the power, the accuracy, the description. I still get the sprite of the Pokemon, the name, and each name and how many PP per move there is. So let's remove Growl, and it gives me an option whether or not, just in case you misclick, you always have a back option. So I'll just replace that, and I'll keep going. Aerial Ace, I'll replace with Leer. So, yeah, you get the idea. And I just punched my Sparrow. Oh, and one more thing you can check now with the new
Oh, hello,
Poke
Snorlax.
Checker. Holy crap, he's a
Yes.
big guy.
Get out of here.
So one more thing I can check with the Poke Checker, which I had forgot to mention, was happiness. So now if I get my Sparrow out and just punch him, it should show -40 with that. If I get him back in and get the Poke Checker.
I'm not sure if happiness was coded.
It was earlier. I think it might have been disabled for reasons unknown. Oh well. Well, that's another thing we have to fix. As you see, beta build.
Yeah.
Don't hold it against us.
This is actually more of a code build than a beta build as well.
Yeah, actually, our beta testers don't even have this, so shh, nobody's supposed to know.
Don't tell.
So, anything else we have to cover? I know there's a good portion of it right there. Of course, new
The
Pokemon.
battle.
Yeah, I had covered this last, but there's definitely new stuff that we have to cover now.
Alright, so.
All right, your
And also
Pokemon?
the fact that, we got multiplayer. Use my Charizard.
Yeah, so we haven't shown this off yet. He's falling.
He really wants to battle with you. Get over here.
Here, call him back. Here, I'll talk.
Hold on.
Here.
Alright.
All right, one. All right,
There
there
we
we
go.
go. So now you see the whole new battle screen. You see the opponent's Pokemon up here, the HP, but you don't get the amount, so it's not exact. It's more like the games. And if I go to I go to Pokeballs, can't use Pokeballs in this battle because I'm in a trainer battle. See? So it's more accurate. It knows what it's doing. I don't have any status restores, and I don't have any HP or PP restores. So if I go back, go to fight, and I'll use Water Pulse.
I'm gonna just try to use something that won't damage Mr. Fartbutt over there too much. Super
Oh, he
advanced
became
speed,
confused and he hurt him.
Huh?
Your Charizard became confused and he hurt himself.
Yeah.
So
Seems so.
if you let's say you try to run in a trainer battle, it says you can't run, so it won't let you anymore. You can't capture trainers Pokemon, so that's fixed. One bug that was plaguing people before was on servers. I know a couple in particular. People were taking Pokeballs and buying them, and then they were tossing them, breaking them. And before, when you broke a Pokeball, it accidentally gave you a Pokeball and the broken parts.
Yeah,
So
somebody messed
technically,
with my code.
yep, so technically you were duplicating Pokeballs, so that is fixed. I'm sure a lot of you will be happy about that, except for the people actually duplicating.
I can't use my glitches. You killed my Charizard. Because you confused him so much and he just died. Go Dirtpig. Oh god.
Slowpoke. You know, I'm gonna end up having to kill you, right?
Yeah, it seems so.
I'll switch out for Alakazam.
Oh wow. Now his pink body isn't. Just keep spamming tackle.
So yeah, I'm sure you guys can see this is mostly done. It should be out very soon. I can't give a date yet, and I'm sorry, I don't want to, just in case that things go awry. I mean, there's always bugs to fix. Obviously, you've seen a couple already, so should be out soon. But anything else you want to add, or anything else we have to cover?
The funny thing is, I saw in the forums that Mr. Masochism got angry at somebody for like, when is this gonna be updated? He was like, well, because of you. It's not one day late. I was like,
Yeah,
oh my god.
it's just it's kind of annoying to constantly get requests. I mean, I understand you guys are excited. Trust me, we want to get this out, but it's just we can't make miracles happen. Even though we want to, trust me, this is awesome, and we want to get it out for you guys.
But it's also because we've been adding a whole bunch of new features. Like we've we pretty much work on it non-stop. Like as soon as I get home from school, I pretty much just load up Eclipse and just start working on whatever I so do please. And
Exactly. And then Mr. M has work, and he works on this when he isn't at work, so he's.
so yeah, so we work on this mod a lot. So if you think like that we're just gonna abandon it out of the blue,
Oh no,
I
no,
don't
no,
think
no.
that'll ever
That is
happen.
not happening in
It'll
any
never
sense.
happen.
You guys will see how much work has gone into this once you get it for yourself. I believe this should make sense after, I mean, before we only had planned to do the battle GUI, and then it moved to the creative GUI, and then it moved to the inventory GUI,
And
and
you move to
then
the
went
poker
on and
checker.
on.
Blah blah. So
Yeah, it's gone on and on, and really excited to get this out for you guys. It should be soon, and I really hope you like this video. Leave a comment if you have any questions, a like if you enjoyed the video, a dislike if you hated it. Be sure to check out my friend Jared over here,
I mean,
and
be sure to check out my friend GodOfWar over here.
and thank you guys for watching.
Talk to you next time. Bye.